Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk Montrose Meteors football. Joining us right now is Derek Nunez. Derek, for you, you're playing some football, and you're not playing at Coughlin. You're playing at Montrose this year. And, you're doing pretty darn good, and you guys are out to a 4-1 start. How about you running the football? Tell us about your experience there and getting some big-time yards.
Well, first of all, it's we are doing good. I don't mean to be rude or anything, but definitely we are doing good. We are definitely getting it together, and I never would have gotten those big runs without my line blocking for me and my wide receivers.
Well, you talk about the triple option offense, something you didn't do before. Tell us about learning the offensive scheme there at Montrose.
It was a little hard to begin with, with the hammer step and everything like that. You got to take certain angles. But after a while, it started getting easier and easier. Like anything needs, it's just practice.
And then how about for you? You're a football player. You love to hit. Talk about getting out there and hitting people, whether you're running somebody over or you're doing it over on the defensive end.
Well, I like running people over. That's my thing. I'd rather run somebody over than juke somebody out. The defensive side of the ball, same thing goes. It's either I'm going to run you over or get out of the way.
Well, how about that instincts that you have? Because you watch a lot of high school football players, and for that matter, any football player, the ability to hit like you have that ability. I seen you a couple of years ago at Coughlin do it, and now you're doing it with Montrose. Tell us about that. Just something that you think you've always done?
I didn't start really hitting until I got to the Coughlin side. I guess that killer instinct you want to say didn't really hit me until my sophomore year playing with Coughlin, playing with kids like Paul Cole and Tim Pilch.
And Derek, for you, you talk about the group around you and the kids that you met there at Montrose. Tell us about some of the friendships you're developing.
Friendship, it's more like a brotherhood, really. I mean, going into football, that's really all I look forward to. It's just the brotherhood I get out of it, You got J.J. Heft, you got Matt Saravitz, you got Mikhail Fabrizio, you got Jacob O'Brien. Just a great group of kids. You got my buddy Colin Mondi, one of my good friends, William Purdy, and definitely Joe Igo. And Caden Myers, our sophomore quarterback, doing well for himself.
Derek, can you talk about the first 5 weeks of the season? You guys are 4-1. Things went real well, but now the schedule started heating up more and more. How about the confidence level of everybody after the halfway point in the season?
Their confidence level is great. I think that we're going to do good. Our defense is really coming together. Our offense could use a little work, but in due time, it's going to be a good offense. We're confident. We're ready to hit. We're ready to roll. I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm not going to make any promises or say anything that I can't hold up. But Belmore's definitely going to be a tough game. This week against Lakeland's going to be tough, but I think we can hammer it out there.
Derek, when you talk about what you think you brought to the table and in your own way with the guys around you, tell us about the energy level that you have, the confidence that you have, and kind of trying to help rub that off on some of the guys around you there at Montrose.
Really, that's what all this team needed in the beginning. Nobody believed in them. I saw a group of kids that kind of didn't have any confidence, and I helped them out a little bit. Getting them pumped up before games, telling them, pump-up speeches, whatever it was, just to get them going, Now their confidence is great. They're fantastic. They're working more as a unit. They're become closer as a family and as brothers, which is fantastic. I love all those guys out there. They all do an excellent job. I mean, I don't think I really bring anything to the table for them, to be honest with you. It's just confidence. That's really all this team needed in the beginning, was just somebody to believe in them.
Well, glad you're believing, and of course, the Montrose Meteors right now are 4-1. Derek, for you, tell us about your future. What would you like to do, next year? Where do you see yourself, and what would you like to be doing?
I'd like to go down and play for Shippensburg. That'd be nice. But I'm hoping to go to college either way. I might major in psychology and minor in sports science or something like that, so I can coach. On the because I love the game. I like doing it. I like teaching kids stuff.
Tell us about that passion that you have for football. Where did that come from? And again, something that you'd like to do maybe at the next level when it's all done.
That passion, I guess I really handed it off to my coaches. Jack Hensis, when I was back in the day, I talked to him a little bit, and he really, between Jack Hensis, Ciro Cini, and my friend Jonathan Lane, that's really where the passion came from.
Well, the passion shows on the football field when you're playing, that's for sure. Is you're running for a lot of yards, you're hitting some people with a full head of steam, and that's kind of the player that you see. Well, Derek, we wish you well in your future endeavors, and glad you had a few minutes to talk with us.
Thank you, sir. Anytime.
Derek Nunez, a senior at Montrose, here on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.